Hello everyone. Today, we will talk about ways and habits to avoid when studying Korean. If you study incorrectly, it is difficult to get good results no matter how hard you try. Especially, learning Korean is even more so. When pronouncing Hangul, pronouncing it in romanized form is not the right way to learn. When you learn Hangul for the first time, you just have to refer to it. It is not the right way to rely too much on the Roman alphabet. I will read the next Hangul in Korean style and read it in Roman style.
여의도요.
Yeoidoyeog. What do you think? You can hear a completely different pronunciation, right? Koreans don't understand at all if you speak in this way. The second is to study grammar and conversation separately. Korean grammar is difficult for foreigners to learn because there are honorifics that are not in English. If you learn this difficult grammar separately from real-life conversations, Korean will feel more difficult. The third is word memorization. When memorizing a word, you have to make a sentence using a verb or adjective that matches the word. If you only know words without making sentences, it doesn't mean that you only know words and can speak Korean, and by the next day, you'll forget more than 90%. Fourth, don't rely too much on K-pop or K-drama. It is a very good material for learning Korean. But that's not all Korean. The ability to write Korean will not be developed, and there will be no further development. Then, let's find out how to learn Korean more efficiently. The first is how to record the Korean words you pronounce. You should practice listening to the recorded Korean often. This exercise can objectively evaluate your Korean pronunciation from the perspective of a third party. The second is to write a diary in Korean. I am sure this is the best way to improve your Korean skills. You will often listen to Korean lectures and end your studies at the level of speaking. However, if you keep a diary, you will learn Korean more systematically. Don't try to write long sentences all at once, practice connecting them by writing short sentences. Learning Korean will be much more fun. Third, get in the habit of memorizing words and whole sentences together. For example, how are you? Or what do you think? Are frequently used sentences. If you memorize these sentences and words together, you can think that your Korean skills are improving. If you study Korean like this, you will achieve your goals much easier. Some foreigners speak Korean well in 2 months, while others often fail to surpass the level of beginners even after a few years. The learning method is an important variable in Korean. So, there are 2 ways to make videos going forward. Here's how to learn grammar from real-life conversations and keep a journal related to those real-life conversations. In fact, the original intention of Cinebro Korean is to teach grammar while conversing naturally like a homestay. However, while making the video, I was confused because I wanted to teach you various things. The creator's own identity has been lost. Now we will make it like this. Keeping a diary is the biggest help in transitioning from beginner to intermediate Korean. Real-life conversations and diaries have the same association. For example, let's assume that the actual conversation is a conversation at the Han River. If so, a diary is a way to write how you feel when you go to the Han River. I think the most important thing when you learn Korean or when I learn English is connection. So, I plan to offer only 2 categories: real life and diary. Meanwhile, we will repeat even the grammar explanations we learned in the previous videos. I think repetitive practice is the fastest way to learn a language. There are things you guys can do for me. When you write a diary in Korean, you may have questions. You may be wondering if I wrote well. Neither Google nor ChatGPT fixed it properly. If you have any questions, please leave a comment or email me. We will send it after confirmation. I will write down my email address in the information section. And if there is a production request for the desired situation, please feel free to leave a comment in the comments. I will produce a video referring to the contents of the comments. See you next time.